And I'm sure somewhere in like Ohio, in that shitty ass fucking state, where there's a lot of crackheads and a lot of like people that dress like shitty. And you know what? They just look uneducated. They look stupid. They look retarded. Um, you know, I probably should stop saying that word though. But the thing is, they really do. It's just, it's like, hey, you guys have some audacity. You have some audacity. That's all I'm gonna say. Audacity. Um, Sorry, I have to give my clothes hangers. It's my roommate sheets. Because I'm getting new clothes. But somewhere in that office, there is caseworkers all pissed off and supervisors all pissed off at me right now. You know, they're pissed off because, you know, they're not going to get away with it. And that, you know, they're not going to get raises this year. They certainly are, I'm telling you. Because, like, I'm going to give them hell on earth. Like, and what I mean by that is there's going to be media attention brought on this. Like, interviews, newspapers. I swear to God. I was like, I will not let this go. It's like, what do you mean that you're not going to help me be in contact with my brother after you put him in an abusive, neglectful home, and you knew that, they basically, like, you guys laughed at me committing suicide, and they laughed at me committing suicide, and, you know, I told you guys all this, and you were like, oh yeah, we don't give a fuck. Yeah. Like, you thought that I was just gonna be okay with not talking to my brother in a house like that? Like, what if my brother commits suicide in that house? Like, I'm not saying that my brother's going to do that, but, you know, I'm in fear. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen to my brother in that house. Like, you just left my brother in a house with psychopaths, and it's like, are you I feel like Lorain County Children's Services, I feel like those people are clinically insane. Like, for real. Like, why would I leave my brother in a house with a rapist? And it's like, allegedly. I have to say allegedly. Allegedly. But I believe a victim. I believe a victim. That's all I'm going to say is I believe the victim. And also, Lorain County police officers are corrupt. I've watched Lorain County police officers arrest people in my youth. They are very scary, and they are way too aggressive, do too much, and it's like, there is no need to be that aggressive, like, literally. And there is probably documentation for this. When they were arresting my sister's dad one time, he wasn't even doing anything. They like busted open his ear, like tackled his ass to the ground and busted open his ear, and he was bleeding. And then they busted open my other cousin, like he's more of a family friend, but like he's basically like my cousin. They busted open his fucking face. Like, it's like ridiculous. And it's like, you're arresting my cousin because he got in a fight with his brother, and it's like, but you just busted open his fucking face. Like, you hurt him more than his brother did, you fucking assholes. And it's like, you're just fucking corrupt, you fucking assholes. And it's like, that is Lorain County Children's Service. That is Lorain County Police for you. They are very scary, okay? And so I believe the victim. And like, what? The police can say all they want that they're not corrupt and whatever. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Because my mom is a lawyer and I've seen plenty of videos of cops planting guns and stuff. And it's like, that's bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And also, police work heavily with the fire department. So it's like Chris, first off, I don't even believe the part where Chris was even involved with the thing with supposedly with the girls. I don't even know the full story because fucking Wendy be lying up her ass and around the corner and just saying bullshit. But it's like, I don't believe that story because I feel like Chris just said that because to help Landon now, because he didn't. They're just lying. Corrupt. But the police work with. So the police work with the fire departments. And everything is interconnected. So you cannot trust the police. You cannot trust the fire departments. They are all interconnected. So therefore, I don't trust any of them. I don't. I like, literally, even if this went to court and like, I would fucking, and I didn't win. If I didn't win the court case, honestly, and there was like a police officer speaking on my behalf or something, or like saying some dumb shit, or saying something like against like Jocelyn or something, I would probably say dismiss him because like, no, you're biased because you work with the fire department. Like, bruh, I'm not retarded. Like, I know how this works. Like, you work with the fire department, you work with the EMTs. You are biased. Therefore, you cannot speak. You cannot. That's not how it works. That's not how it should work. And that's why I feel like, they need to put body cams on the freaking fire departments, the police, like, God, they need to phone tap these houses. I'm telling you, it's serious, guys. It's so serious, I'm telling you, because it's like, it's just utterly ridiculous, man. What the cover up that's going on, like, it's a full on cover up, because it's like, what? I feel like if I go to court that I'm gonna go against a Republican judge who's gonna like be like, oh, pro-military, I'm pro-military, 4th of July, pro-independence, like, just dumb shit, like, Republican, and it's like, I don't have a problem with you being like conservative and stuff, but yeah, I do have a problem with you being pro-military and pro law enforcement if you're going to be biased. Yeah, because that means you're going to be pro Chris, and it's like, no, I need you to be neutral, because this man, he may save people and stuff, but this is the opposite of him when he's at home, man. He is a totally different 360 person when we are at home, and it's like, for me, and I'm trying not to get emotional, that's not the person that he is when, like, he wasn't a hero when I was in that home, and when Noah needed him, or when Noah needs him, and I would ask Noah, I was like, Noah, why don't you ask your dad for help? I mean, I understand that your mom's biased and like you're scared of your mom and like I understand that, but why don't you ask your dad? Because he said he trusts his dad way more. I was like, so why don't you just ask him? Why don't you ask Chris? Why don't you ask him to help you out? I'm sure he would help you. And it's like I knew the answer because it's like it's so scary and intimidating to ask Chris for anything. Because he's such a he just follows whatever Wendy does, and it's like and he doesn't care, and it's like he's like a hero for everybody else, but in the house he doesn't care about anybody when it doesn't come to work. And it's like I felt sad for Noah, and then I felt sad for the child in me, that the little girl in me that like wanted who wanted him to be there. Yeah, I did. Because it's like, I think of like the time where like I had like, for instance, like a choir concert. And he picked me up right after it. And he didn't even go to it. And it's like, wow, I really didn't mean anything to you. And it's like, oh, it would have really been nice if you would have went to the choir concert. And it's like, why couldn't he be there, at least for my brother, when it mattered the most? Like you gave Noah your brother's name. You gave Noah your last name. He's your son. He's Noah Jonathan Cole Morgan. I thought maybe that would mean something to him, but it doesn't mean anything to him. It doesn't. And it's like, why? And it's like, why doesn't it mean anything to you? That's your son. He has your name. Like, Landon means more to him than Noah, and it's like, that's ridiculous and crazy. And it's like, you let this 23-year-old treat my brother like a slave, and it's like, why? And it's like, and I tried to tell Chris when I was on the phone, like I said, I was like, just have a productive call. I was like, well, your wife just said, like, she literally just called me dumb, and it's like, she called my brother basically dumb, and I was like, I would never say that about my brother. I would never say that about any of those kids in that house. Only Landon. Well, I didn't even say that part. But like, you guys can't even hold Landon accountable. Like it's like you guys don't. It was like, you guys are so offensive. Like, it's like, why be so offensive? Like, it's like, I don't understand why would you talk to me that way when I would never talk to any of your kids like that? Like, I would never. And it's like, why does your wife have to be so evil? And it's like, he doesn't answer. And it's like, he's like, you look in the mirror. And it's like, I did look in the mirror, Chris. And it's like, I'm not that evil. I would never talk about your kids that way. I would never talk about my brother that way. I wouldn't talk about anybody that way. Unless it's your wife, who's like, she is retarded, because it's like, she lies about stuff that's on the internet. Like, it's like, what, are you going to go to court and lie to the judge? Do you think the judge is that dumb? And if the What? If you go to court and say, what? You know what? Actually, it's a judge in Ohio. I take that back. He may actually believe it. But let's hope he sees these videos. Or like, maybe the judge will find these videos mildly offensive, but also be like, oh, well, she has a good point. Like, this woman's playing me for a fool. Because she is. I mean, she is. So right now, Noah's 14. When she goes and files a case, Noah will be 18. That will be in 4 years. Yeah, she is playing you for a fool. She's a liar. And if you let her walk out of this court lying to you and not with any jail time, I think that's pretty foolish, Your Honor. That's 22-year-old Eva speaking. I think so.